up and just felt right. Phone blown like a tailpipe. Today's schedule airtight. I turn a short day into a long night. See you soon if you...
Alright, what's going on, guys? It has been quite some time since I put another video up on the channel. I've just been really busy and haven't really found the time. I tried making an exhaust video a little while back, but I corrupted some of the footage, so that's still on the way. I just want to get some drive-by footage of it first before I finalize that. But some small changes here and there have happened, and I figured I'd update you guys, talk about some of the plans for the car now and where we're at. So let's start off with some of the small little changes here and there since the last video. One of the first ones being that I put on mud flaps. You can see those down there. These are the second set. The first set, I didn't like the way they were angled, so I redid them. So I bought a second set. They're Rally Armor ones. So I took off the wheels to mount these in there. I tried to use some of the pre-existing holes on the front end of the car here, and then on the back end of the car I kind of made my own. So there's 3 on each, helping secure them in. In terms of keeping the car cleaner, it has done somewhat of a good job. Back end still gets pretty filthy. Not too much I can do about that. It just really kicks up on the back, and everything kind of runs down from the top and sits on the back of the bumper. So other than that, I'm trying to remember from last, this trim I don't believe is here on the side. I used to have that kind of on the front end of the car until I put a lip on it, but I decided to rock that on the side skirts, help maybe keep some of the debris from kicking up a little bit. Also, you know, anything that would brush up against the car, a little added safety. It's cheaper to replace that than if something else were to hit my side skirts there. In terms of the front end, pretty much the same right now. I don't think I've really changed much up here. I have been thinking about taking my plate off and just throwing it in my dash, at least for photo shoots. I hate the fact that Jersey has a front plate, but I can't really do too much about that. Let's see here. Oh, my antenna. So I had a stubby carbon fiber antenna, which was nice, but I've had this idea rolling around in the back of my head for quite some time, and I decided to finally go through with that. So I like to shoot, well, at least I did for a while, competition archery. So I happened to have a broken arrow that was laying around from just practice, and it was broken, so I decided that I thought I could probably make my own antenna. Man, this sun is killer right now. So basically I took the arrow, I could kind of talk about it more if someone's interested in making their own, but basically took the arrow, stripped all the fletching off of it, wrapped it in the same vinyl that's on the rest of the car, that carbon fiber vinyl that's, you can see right there, and then re-glued them back on. I had thread adapters from my antenna I had bought, so I used one of those, ran copper cable around it and ran that up to the top, and then epoxied it together. The signal is actually pretty decent out of it. Not that I use the radio ever, but it's there. Alright, so in terms of the louvers, so I know I still keep getting hounded by people. There's a long list of people who want me to make these. There's a chance I might make them. I finally touched up some of the rust spots I had here because I had some, when I cut them up over the winter to fit the spoiler on, I had some rust start because I didn't paint after. But in terms of making these, I don't really know. The main reason I'm not making them is not because I don't think I can in terms of time, because I think once I get a shop to help me out, it'll make my life a little easier. But my biggest issue with the whole thing is my car is going to look stupid for a while by not having anything on it, and it's going to drive me nuts. Alright, here, I'm going to cut this real quick and be right back. Alright, now we're back. Just has the car pull in my driveway, so I wanted to cut the video. So, yeah, in terms of the louvers right now, I don't really know, because that means I have to remove the spoiler, because obviously most people don't have it, and I'm going to build them for assuming people don't have this on their car. So that means that has to come off. My own louvers have to come off. I'm going to really have to tape off the car good, because that means I'm going to be test fitting at least the first batch on my car just to make sure they're good before I can just start making larger quantities, I guess. So yeah, that's just going to be a pain for me, because you know, having to go to work and everything. That means I'm gonna have it all taped off, and can't really, I need at least a week of basically not working in order to do something like this, because I just don't have the time. I did it over the course of a weekend to make mine, but if you're talking about making multiples, I kind of need a little bit more time than just that. So right now I'm gonna say probably not. If things change, you know, I'll see what I can do if I find time. It would be nice to have some money on the side here, but as the car sits right now, I just a couple more plans. I'm gonna make that in a separate video actually, because I don't want to drag this one out. I have a tendency to drag things out. So right now, that's just a quick update there. So the side skirts, my custom antenna I decided to make, the mud flaps, and that's about it. So thanks for watching, and if you want to see what I'm thinking about doing for the next video, if you don't already follow some of my Instagram crazy renderings and stuff, I'm sure if anyone who's on any of the Scion forums on Facebook, probably seen some of them. I'll talk about those a little bit, and thanks for watching.